Trains are cool, huh? I used to be really into trains. I'm still kind of really into trains. I like them a lot. But I used to do model trains. I think it was, let me know if you're a model train person. I think it was N scale, the small ones that I really liked. I built like a whole thing, like a whole landscape for them to run on. It's kind of nerdy, but it's okay. I would do that again. But the last thing I need is more distractions, you know? No offense, you're not a distraction. I love you. Just saying, you know? I have so many large scale projects right now on my list that it's not kind of overwhelming. It's very much overwhelming. Just so many different projects that I need to do, and the little things always seem to get in the way. But it's not so much they get in the way as I allow them to get in the way. I'm like, oh, I need to do this. Yeah, but I got this and this and this and this and this. When really, like with better time management and better focus on priorities, I could get these things done. You know, you and I both know that like a garage that I'm like, oh, I need to organize this garage before the end of winter so it's not 900 degrees in there when I'm trying to do it in the summer. It's going to be like the end of winter, and I'm going to be like panicking to get it done. Or like digging the fish pond, you know, that I wanted to do when it was cooler weather so I'm not dying out here. Same situation. We need a new fence badly. It's just rotting, falling apart. There's a lot of prep work that goes into that, setting up for that. I hate it when my camera's crooked. There we go. We've got puppy training to do. Yeah. That's an everyday thing, though. It's just part of my to-do list now. You need a bath. You didn't get any baths while I was gone. You're a little greasy. What are you chewing on? What's in your mouth? Let's spit it out. Let's not chew on things. So there's this thing that people do with ADHD, and it's not just people with ADHD. A lot of people do it, but it is a very common trait for people with ADHD. So I'm always busy. I'm constantly doing something. I always have something to do. Therefore, I'm always doing something, right? And I feel like vindicated. I feel justified in the actions that I take because I'm doing all of these things and squirreling all over the place and finding different tasks to complete and whatnot. And that allows me to procrastinate from these other things that are maybe less desirable, that don't give me that dopamine. It's not just like things I don't want to do, but you get that dopamine of completing a task, even if it's something you hate. If it's a short, small little task, then you get that dopamine hit that I completed something, I finished something, which is a really big deal in the ADHD world. That's why to-do lists work so well, but it's not the act of getting the stuff done, it's the act of checking off boxes. So by doing these tiny tasks throughout the day and completing something like, oh, you know, this bag that was sitting here for a week that I finally unpacked from a trip that took me 6 minutes, I feel like I have solved all the world's problems. And we do that over and over and over and over again and avoid those bigger jobs that are just overwhelmingly daunting. So the way to overcome that, and I know these things, but I still don't do them. I'm not a perfect person. I just, you know, have learned a lot about this. Is the way to do that is to take that garage and go, this workbench, this half of a workbench, this one shelf on a workbench, I'm going to complete that, and that's going to be done today, and I'm going to give myself 12 minutes to do it, and then I'm going to move on to something else. And by block scheduling and dissecting and creating smaller jobs of the big jobs, you're able to get a lot more done. So that's what I'm doing. All this just to tell you, that's my plan. I don't have a first step for the fish pond yet. We're not there. That's way too much, okay? We're going to work on one shelf on the workbench in the garage. Proven point, that bicycle's been sitting there for days because I was like, well, I'm not going to put it away because I want to go on a bike ride. The leg lift kills me. Speaking of distractions, dog walk in the middle of what I had planned to do. What was the phrase that I used? I was talking to Priscilla and some of her like teammates, the ladies that she works with Lime Life. I was talking about how we make ourselves busy, right? But don't do the things that move the needle.
Right.
And it's all stuff that's got to get done, but it's not stuff that's a priority necessarily.
Yeah.
I can't. There's an exact phrase for it, but yeah, that's what I was talking in the vlog about today. We left the little one at home, of course. She hasn't had her 12-week shots yet, so. But she's got an appointment for Friday.
Yeah.
She's in the laundry room screaming, fussing, because she's alone. So we can take the big dogs out. Maverick, I was trying to film something cinematic, you know. It's like, let's make a movie, Dad. I'll just poop here. Cleaning up the bench means I found the adhesive strips I needed to put this back up because Abby's been taking it off the wall. So it needs more security. See, just one shelf. Workbench top. Organized. Kind of. Bottom shelf not. One at a time. And if that's all that you can do to be successful, then so be it, you know? Just one shelf at a time. Because you get distracted by a picture frame that needs fixing. Come on, Rizzo. Hey, I need you to tell me if this is straight or not. This is one thing I can't do. Is hang a straight picture.
It needs to hit it on the bottom right a little bit. Oh, you just... Okay, go back that way a little bit. Okay, right there.
Right there?
Yeah. Hold on, Matt. I gotta use the restroom. Did you put your shoes away? No, you gotta put them away.
Okay.
Get your shoes.
It's on there. What's wrong? What's wrong? You looking at the picture? Yeah, it's okay though. You know? Can you get your backpack? No, backpack and shoes first. What you gotta do first. So this, so we found this frame, this like window sill frame situation, at like Hobby Lobby or whatever. But the photos are some of Isaiah's first photos when he got into photography. So that's why it's special. And then this one above the door, which I've seen you guys comment on before. This one up here, that's another one of those wood frames, and that's Abby's art. So Abby used to do a lot of painting back in the day. And we decided to frame all of her art up there. Isn't that cool? No. You trying to run to the car?
See, I wasn't. So the teachers were.
Are they trying to get you to run in PE? Huh? Are you running in PE? No, listen. Are you running in school? You are?
You are?
Are you running or are they just trying to get you to run? No, listen. Relax. I know, food and newspaper. Or food and paper bag. Yeah. So it's what you come home for, huh?
She's like, that's my decompression.
So I think that she's ready in the drop-off line to get out on her own.
Yeah.
So I might ask him about that because she's putting on her shoes and grabbing her bag and all that and doing everything and getting and like she opens her door now. I mean, it's one more step of progress. The only problem is she'll pause, like on the side of the vehicle. Yeah. You know. So the drop-off line is pretty. I mean, it's extremely safe. The cars all stop at the same time, and then once everyone is clear, all the cars then move, and then they stop. You know, so it's extremely safe. I'm not worried about that. It's just she'll hold up progress. You know, if she's doing her stop and think thing that she does.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You know, maybe they're just like in proximity. Instead of getting her out of the car, I don't think they need to get her out of the car.
Right.
You know, she can get out of the car on her own. And unlike home, she gets out of the car willingly and quickly. That's cool. So we get home, she's like, I'll just sit here. There's nothing in there for any excitement for me. So.
Right.
Okay, I got a couple of Amazon items for you guys for that. It's that shopping season. You know what it is. Is that shopping? So I showed you Priscilla's headphones. They come in white. I forgot to link them in the last video. I'll link them in this video. But they're so good that I got a set too. See, mine are in black. Aren't those great? And I liked hers so much that I got my own. I was going to get white, but I wanted to be different.
I don't want your earwax.
They don't get earwax, though, because this is on the outside of your ear. Oh. See the beauty of it?
Okay.
But you don't get my ear sweat, see? Okay. And so that's what they're great for, too, because they are, like, water resistant or whatever. So you can, like, sweat in them. You know, I was out working in the garage, sweating. Yeah. So I'll link these down below. These are the i30s or 30i's or whatever. Priscilla's were the 20s. I don't see a big difference between the two. They're both great. Whichever one's cheaper, I'll link them both for you. Also, I got this for the dogs. So if your dogs need a Christmas present this year, which don't they always need a Christmas present? Actually, I got this for one dog in particular, but actually all the dogs because, you know, Labradors and hip issues. But they often get in and out of the car, and we had a ramp, but it is cumbersome and huge and takes up a ton of space, and it's heavy. This is super lightweight, and check this out. Priscilla's on a phone conversation with her friend right now, and I'm interrupting that conversation.
You are.
So I've got to be quick. This is a dog stairs. Look at that. Look, it's got a little hook to hook onto the trunk latch. And you put it, of course, your trunk isn't as high as this counter, but you get the idea. My truck bed is though, so this might be a little bit short for the truck bed. But here, I'll show you on the fridge. Look at that. Doggy stairs. How great is that, Scylla?
It's so good. I love it.
You know? Huh. And it's solid too. Like it looks soft fabric. It's solid steps. It'll hold like 200 pounds or something. Yeah, I'll link them down below so you can read all the specs. Maverick's an old man, you know, and he knows how to do stairs. He was always nervous about the ramp, always. So I was like, maybe this will be better for him. And then Sandy's goofy. She can't jump in the truck either. She can, but she doesn't like know how to make her legs do it, or in the car for that matter. Can I help you? Why are you showing me on FaceTime to your friend, talking about my favorite products of the week? Listen, I get excited about things, you know? And I want to share them.
Hey, Ab, can you come do your backpack?
Okay. Come on, Ab.
When I watched the video.
Hey, Stephanie, don't you think your wheezy old decrepit dog would love a set of steps like these? Yeah?
What?
You would.
Her dog, you can hear her dog wheezing in the background. Poor old guy.
Don't call him out.
Oh, Wheezy.
Oh, Wheezy. It's when he stops wheezing we need to worry.
Yeah. Dad needs to do his backpack too. A couple backpack buds. Oh. You know, Rizzo, if I had a wife that broke down her own cardboard boxes, what would I do? I'd be so bored. What would I do with my life?
That would be.
I would be bored.
That was your cardboard box.
Huh? Yeah, but I'm sure that you put it in the cardboard box pile. There's hardware in there.
Oh.
Priscilla's just casually whipping up some gumbo in here. A huge amount of gumbo, by the way.
Yeah.
This is not a family-sized portion.
Gotta start with the roux.
Gotta start with the roux. The roux is the most important part of gumbo. If you don't know, now you know. Roux is nothing more, well, a flour and oil roux. What is it, oil roux? Is that what you call it?
Yep.
Is flour and oil. And you're basically cooking that flour in oil until you get this nutty aroma. And what color would you call it? Is it a dark brown?
It's super dark brown.
Super dark brown.
I mean,
coloring.
I guess everybody's roux would be different, but
Right, but the right way to do it is a dark brown. For the best.
My roux spoon.
Roux spoon. So that's it. She has to constantly scrape and stir,
Yep.
the whole time it's cooking so that it doesn't burn. That spoon has been through it.
It has.
So Priscilla's gumbo is award-winning. I don't know if you guys know this or not. It's an award-winning gumbo. She has the paddles to prove it. They give out like paddles that are like, thanks, Ab, like trophies. And it's really good. But they're doing a soup luncheon for the staff at Abby's program tomorrow. Hey, let's here, come here.
I need the light, okay?
We're gonna need the light on so that Mom can gumbo it up.
The biggest thing is to have everything prepared.
Abby, come here. Let's go to the bathroom. Bathroom. Come on, up here. Yeah, getting everything prepared ahead of time because it's fast.
And I cheated this time and bought pre-cut.
Right.
It's fine. It's gonna taste amazing. Looks so good, doesn't it?
Looks amazing. Good job.
Thank you. It tastes amazing.
It does. I have tasted it actually. I can confirm it doesn't just look amazing. It tastes amazing too.
I gotta get the spice down a little bit.
A little hot?
A little spicy.
Well, it is gumbo.
It is, but
Yeah.
I don't want to freak everybody out.
Now everybody was talking about chicken and allergies to chicken. They do great with chicken actually. They do fine because few vlogs back, Rizzo and Sandy got sick because they had the same food. And they had chicken, but it wasn't because of chicken. I think they just got sick from the food. This is Farmer's Dog. They've been great with Farmer's Dog. It's been no issues at all. But it is chicken, and they do fine with it. It was just, I think, a bad batch or something. I don't know. But it wasn't Farmer's Dog that they got sick off of. That's been great the whole time for them. Man, what are you supposed to be doing? That's better. This is the position we need to stay in. That's right. Okay, I'll get your food now.